do it, Laura. After all, you're a Croft.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
Sure you are. You just don't know it yet.
When I first heard about the Tomb Raider reboot, I was in two minds. You see, Lara and I go back a long way. Her first game is one of my all-time favourites, and Square Enix were changing everything I've known and loved. Besides, we already had a revival with Tomb Raider Legend, followed by Anniversary, which nobody bought, and Underworld, which was shite. Okay, I suppose the reboot was a good call. Besides, change can be a good thing. Adapt and survive, as they say, and that's exactly what this game is all about.
In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going.
So it's the origin of Lara Croft. We've seen snippets in the past, but it's been retconned to buggery. I like the original backstory where Lara was disowned by her tough parents after saying, "Sod this aristocracy pish, I'm going treasure hunting," or words to that effect. It made her rebellious and was summed up in one page of the manual, which was all we needed. Then came movie Lara.
I miss you, Daddy.
Shut up! Sadly, this version became canon, so we got lumbered with Lara's tech boy sidekicks and hearing all about Daddy in game. Surprisingly, the reboot takes elements from both and creates a compelling narrative. Lara's wilderness ordeal from the original has been fully realised, only this time it's a boat crash instead of a plane, and there are other survivors. She talks about her late father, but it comes up naturally in conversation, and she's not wangsting over it like a lost little princess.
I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure, but instead, adventure found me.
Lara goes from a frightened young woman in way over her head to rise up as a survivor and a hero. You'll notice subtle changes in her appearance and movement as the environment shapes her into someone harder, mankier, and more alive. It was a bit like me on the last day of download 2012. In the beginning, she's shivering and fighting back tears. By the end, she's charging into battle shouting, "I'm going to kill all of you bastards!" And that's what we like to see, character development and lassie swearing. But enough about the story, what's the fucking game like? In short, it's a seamless blend of action, combat and exploration. You'll get flung down rapids, shite yourselves in collapsing bridges, and there are some points where the entire game seems to be on fire. It's the first Tomb Raider to get a mature rating, so whenever you're a ball-hair from death, remember, it will be brutal. I know Mecha Gamezilla wasn't impressed, but don't listen to him, kids. He's a bad man. And yes, there are QuickTime events. I know we all love QuickTime events, but honestly, they're not that bad. Apart from the stick-waggly ones, those can go to hell. Remember the old combat system where you'd auto-target an enemy and fire till it died? Well, that's all changed. Tomb Raider has introduced precision shoot-an, so you can stagger an opponent with a blow to the leg, or take them out with a nice clean headshot. You can make use of the environment, perform stealth kills, and unlock brawler abilities to fuck them right up. Scalp them with your climbing axe, blind them with dirt, or stab them in the throat with an arrow. Ooh, nasty. The first weapon you find is Lara's new signature bow. It might not seem up to much, but it's perfect for stealth and accuracy, plus there are some badass upgrades. Lara gets her standard artillery of shotgun, assault rifle and pistol, which you can pimp out with extra magazine slots, silencers and even grenade launchers. DIY modification jobs can be done at any campsite using the salvage you've gathered, plus you can unlock survival skills with your experience points. It's a great wee levelling up system that fits the game nicely.
I hate tombs.
For those of us who love exploring, the new Tomb Raider has much to offer. Despite being contained to one island, there's still a decent variety of man-made and natural environments, from forests and cliffs to war bunkers and shantytowns. There's also some mad shit going on with the weather, which, if you're Scottish, might not seem that unusual. As you'd expect, there are relics to find, and you can examine each one to feel like a proper archaeologist. Discovering hidden information earns bonus XP, even if the artefact turns out to be some shite for Poundland. Each area also has challenges like blow up 10 mines, steal 5 eggs, or pick 10 mushrooms. Maybe Lara just fancied an omelette? So, do we get to raid any tombs? Aye, hunters, but they're optional side quests this time, and they're hidden, sort of, and require some physics-based puzzle solving. It's a bit like the Crystal Maze, only without a group of fanjos shouting through the door. I did wonder if the puzzles had been made easier, but I think they're just less reliant on trial and error. They get you thinking logically to figure out the mechanics, rather than just exhausting your options, so it still feels rewarding whenever you claim your prize. My only major criticism is that the game left me wanting more. The story was just the right length, and I went straight back to the island to see what I missed. But it wasn't long before I'd unlocked every upgrade and stolen everything that wasn't nailed down. It felt like I'd maxed out too soon, which was a pity, as I'd love to explore some new areas. Remember the All Hallows bonus level in Tomb Raider 3? Imagine you found the coordinates of a secret tomb in the last GPS cache. That would have been cool.
I'm meant to be bringing culture to the people, Sam, not dinner.
The audience demands content, Dr. Whitman. You know that.
Instead, we're left with a multiplayer mode no one gives a shit about. Right, this needs to be addressed. I like games with atmosphere where the combat is well paced, fits the mood, and encourages tact rather than just running about like dafties with guns. Also, I'm an antisocial bastard, which is why I'm gaming in the first place. I know nobody's forcing me to do multiplayer, but when I think of the time wasted in creating this mode, time that might have been spent building a few more tombs, it kills me. Also, it feels like half my achievements are being withheld until I learn to play with the other children. So unless a game has been designed with the mode in mind, which this one clearly was not, I say multiplayer can fuck off. Okay, rant over.
Don't fucking do it!
Whether you're a fan from back in the day or you've never played a Tomb Raider game before, this one is definitely worth checking out. It's gripping from start to finish with enough variety to hold your interest. I didn't feel like I was protecting Lara, I felt like I was Lara, and all of her triumphs became genuine punch-the-air victories. For someone who's been let down in the past, like the time I looked forward to Angel of Darkness, my faith in Tomb Raider has been restored, and I can't wait to see what Lara does next.